Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to tell you guys my birth story. I know I did like a birth vlog / story because it happened so fast, but now since I got the time to do it, I'm just go ahead and tell you guys about my birth story. The night of having her, my feet had swelled up really bad, so I had took a picture and I'm like, dang, my feet swelling, you know. And usually like when you get the swelling and stuff like really bad, that means like the baby is about to come. So I just brushed it off and didn't pay attention. I got up early because my sister-in-law was here. So I think it was like 8 o'clock. My boyfriend got up and said he was going to the gym, and he ended up going to the gym. I get make me peanut butter jelly sandwiches or whatever, and all I know, it was like this sharp pain just punched me right in my stomach, like so hard, like somebody just kicked the mess out of me. So I'm like, oh. So then I'm like, oh, what was that feeling? So I called my boyfriend. I'm like, I think it's time. It was like 10 o'clock, and I was like, I think it's time. And then he was like, are you sure? And I'm like, still hesitant, like I'm not sure. But then after that, I just threw up like all over the floor. So then I'm like, yeah, it's time. But after that, it didn't hurt anymore. Like everything just went away. Dang, it's weird because like I was in all this pain and then now I'm not. So when he get here, like I'm just so calm and just chill. Like, okay, the pain is still here, but it's not painful as it was. So I'm like, okay, maybe it was just like a Braxton Hicks. And if you don't know, Braxton Hicks are like contractions, but they're not as intense as the real contractions, I should say. So he got here, he just looking like, okay, you say you was in all this pain or whatever, but you know, you just chilling. Like, were you lying just to get me to come home? But I was like really serious. I started getting like mild like pain. It was like mild contractions here and there. So I was like, okay babe, how about we just go walk around the apartments? And you know, they say walk in supposed to I guess help the baby come. So, or you know, it's supposed to bring on the real contractions. So we walked up and down the apartment stairs for like a good 45 minutes. So this time it's 11 o'clock and I'm like, all right, they're getting intense. So I started timing them. So I'm like, okay. So I started timing them. First they were like 5 to 8 minutes apart, lasting for like 30 seconds. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, my doctor told me not to go in it unless it's a minute long. I had the 5 minutes part together, but I didn't, they weren't lasting a minute. Okay, let me tell y'all, do not, if your contractions are that close, do not wait like I did, okay? That's dangerous. But do not wait. If they 5 minutes apart, you need to go to the hospital. So I got the shower and they still was like 3 minutes apart. I mean 5 minutes apart. So I'm like, okay. So I get ready, I get my makeup on and stuff like that. My sister-in-law get my baby boy together, and my boyfriend just chilling. So he kind of like just playing the game, just keeping me calm. So I'm just doing what I'm doing. So next thing you know, it's like oh, my sister-in-law called everybody, was like, okay, I think she's really, no, she said she about to have the baby, you know, today's the day. And I'm like, oh, you know, like she told all these people, but you know, I'm still in denial. Like, I'm really not about to have this baby. Like, this just another contraction, like Braxton Hicks. It's nothing. Cause I was just taking it like, hey, if y'all seen that video, like it was just going like okay. So I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna call my sister-in-law and we were like, okay, you know, we about to drop baby Jean off because I think it's time. So that was like 1 o'clock we car. So we left out at 2 o'clock to go take my son to his auntie house. So we right at the hospital. Oh, before then they were getting like really strong. Okay, before I left the house they were getting really strong. I was like, okay, I think it's time, we need to go, like we have to go. And that's when y'all seen on my birth vlog, I was like, okay, we have to go. So we got in the car, dropped him off. So we made it to the hospital like at 2:45. Like, I was like, oh my God, you know, like, dude, it's real. Like, I'm contracting, it's real. So I think that's when it hit me. So I get to the desk, and they sign me in, and they're like, okay, you know. So they not taking their time, but they're like, oh, we can't find your name and stuff, like your records. And I'm like, what? Like, this is what I pre-registered. I pre-registered back in May. Like, this is why I did this, so I won't have to do that. Okay, so I get there, it's still like, okay, we can't find you. So then lady ended up finding me, like, okay, here you go. So I'm just having contraction, like, oh my God. So I'm like, then she like, all right. I'm like, dude, like, these contractions are strong. Like, they thriving, like, they going. But then they go away, so it's like, okay, whew. But when that contraction comes, it's like no games. It's like dreadful. It hurts so bad. But y'all know how terrified I was, like, to have like a induction. So like, me taking on this naturally, I was like, okay, like, I got it. Just breathe. So I get to the triage, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna check you to see how far you dilated or whatever. So they step out the room, and I feel like I have to use the bathroom, y'all. So anyway, so now I'm at the point where I'm in the bathroom and I got a boo-boo, like, but I'm panicking. So I'm like, I don't want a boo-boo, but I'm like, call a nurse. So at this point, like, he panicking. He like, you got a boo-boo? Okay. So he trying to like hold my gown up. Did I even have my gown on at that point? I think I was putting it on. Oh, I think, okay, so I was taking it off. I'm like, I don't want to go, like, but I was having contractions, so everything was just like crazy. So he like, okay, so he like go out and shut the door, and I'm like, get in here. Like, I gotta use the bathroom, because when I use the bathroom, when I go number 2, like, he can't be in the bathroom, like, or nowhere near me, or I can't use the bathroom. I don't know why, but I just can't have him around. So he like, all right, I'm gonna call a nurse. So he like, should I call him? I'm like, where are they at? Where are the nurses? Like, so, but before that, I boo-booed. So I boo-booed a little bit.
At home?
Yeah, at home. I was boo-booing all that week though, but I boo-booed at home, and then I had to get to the hospital, and I feel like I had to boo-boo, but I think it was the contractions. So the nurses come in finally, and she like, lay down, we gotta check you. So me, like, I have to have wipes when I use the bathroom. So I didn't have no wipes. So I'm like, oh my gosh, she about to check me, and I ain't got no wipes. I just used tissue. But I didn't boo-boo though, so like, I was just like, everything just going crazy for me. So his butt just standing in the corner all nervous, like, I don't know if he was you nervous?
I was just trying to stay out the way, because I already know how it go. And I knew how dramatic she is.
I'm not that dramatic, y'all. So,
but as soon as the nurses got in there, she acted like she was perfectly fine. I'm like,
how was it in the bathroom? How was I acting?
Going nutty.
Like what?
But man, she was in there. She was like, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah. I can't do this anymore. Like, well, we here, we done now. I can't do this anymore.
Like,
I got a boo-boo, but I can't boo-boo. I don't want to boo-boo the baby out.
I was so nervous. So nurses get in the room, and I am chill. I'm just laying back like.
Right, act like she didn't just go have an exorcist in the bathroom, and then she get out. Oh, okay. I'm getting on the bed. Like, before you can barely stand. Like,
man. Anyway, she checked me, and she's like, oh yeah, she's 80% face. And I'm like, oh my god, like, she about to come, like, right now. That's what I'm thinking. So they're like, okay, you're 4.5 to 5 centimeters dilated. But I think she was saying, like, I'm really 5, but, you know, but she was so high still, so, you know, they really couldn't tell, like, how much, I don't know, centimeters I was, because she was still high, and she been high my whole pregnancy. And then after that, she's like, all right, I'm gonna admit her. So they took me down to my delivery room. It's like 3 o'clock. That's when I started the other vlog. Like, okay, guys, I just got admitted. After that,
like I sent the text messages to all the family, and then I said what 7?
Yeah.
7. Not even 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh, we going into labor.
Yeah.
I mean, we about to have a baby.
We about to have a baby. But before that, so I get to my delivery room, and this is when I really go crazy. Like, I not really lose my mind.
Too bad.
But the contractions was beating my ass. Like, I was to the point where I was like just squeezing the shit out of his hand. I was like, breathe. And then this lady, the nurse is in my face like, come on, let's do it.
Okay, Kiara, what's your address?
I'm like, oh my god, like, if you don't get this fucking lady out of my face. But not even that. She was trying to coach me into like these contractions, like, you're in control. Don't let these contractions control you. You're the one in control. I'm like, ah!
Breathe through them, Kiara. Breathe through them.
And then I'm like, okay. So after that, I was like, did they check me? They even checked me after that. Like, I'm just going and going and going, and they never checked me.
Yes,
so,
they did check you.
When I got to the room?
Yeah, they checked you. Not as soon as you got to the room, they checked you. That's how you knew you was at 7. And then
that was after the epidural, though. That's what I'm saying. They didn't check me.
I'm just thinking about we wasn't in the room.
I know, but I'm telling my story of how it happened.
Oh, we was in there like what, 45 minutes?
He trying to get to the point and get to the end. But anyway, so they didn't check me when I got to the delivery room. Okay, I guess they wouldn't have thought to check me because they just checked me, you know. So I understand that. So, but my contractions was getting so strong and they was lasting like so long, right? To the point it was like
on the little heart little thing, it was like the heels was really big.
Yeah, and it was like
stop.
And that's when you know, like, your contractions are dreadful. Like, it was some little ones, like, okay, but most of them was like, and I think that's when she was kind of like in distress, kind of, but
she kept having to get flipped over.
Yeah, I kept having to get flipped over, back and forth,
blood
back and forth.
pressure going up and down.
Yeah. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I need an epidural.
That was stressful. That was a stressful part.
So y'all, I was talking to the nurse like, I need my epidural, but I already had asked for epidural when I was 5 centimeters. I like,
man, she asked as soon as she said that she was about to get the admitted, she was like, okay, can I get the epidural ready?
Like, I was so scared, y'all. I'm like, look, just as long as I got that, I know how to be good, you know. But I got my epidural. They took forever. It felt like forever.
No, it didn't.
Like, when you in that much pain and you don't have no pain relief, and it wasn't even like long lasting pain, it's just when the pain came, you couldn't like help yourself. Like, it was just so painful. Like, it was horrific. Like, you couldn't help yourself. But as soon as the contraction went away, it was like, all right, I can talk, I can watch TV, I can eat. But soon as it hit again, you're like, oh, and that's the sound you're gonna make. Like,
exactly.
Oh. If you not screaming, but it's either screaming or doing that, either or. So after that, I got my epidural. Let me tell you about the epidural part. It felt like this doctor was just basically trying to find my spine and trying to find which spot to put it in. Like, my first epidural, it was so easy, and it came so, I mean, it was so easy, and he did it so quick, other than me throwing up. But this doctor here, like, I felt it. He put it lower in my back too, and I felt it like in my hips, in my butt, in my leg. Like, I felt it everywhere. I guess that's what you're supposed to feel. I didn't feel that with my first one, and that's probably why I failed. But like, it just felt like he was just taking the screw and like taking my spine, you know, the little wind-up dolls. Basically that's what it felt like. I was a wind-up doll. But after that, it felt so good. Like I didn't have one contraction. But during that time, my blood pressure had dropped to, oh, it was so low. I think it was like 30, or it was really, really low. And to the point, like, I was like going out, and the doctor, like, she was so scared, but she didn't want to tell me she was scared. And she was trying to talk to me, like, to keep me awake, because I guess if I would have went to sleep, like, I would have been gone. And she was like, listen to me. What color is Summer room? What color, you know, is your baby boy's room? Like, it was to the point where it was so serious. Like, all the charge nurses and everything had to come in.
Mind you, I wasn't even here.
He wasn't here because he was still out, because you can't be in the room when, you know, the person is getting the epidural. So, how did it feel to you while he was on the side?
I don't know, because when I left, I was just like, she was just in a lot of pain. But that was already... So I didn't know what was going on. Keep going, cause then when I finally get in there, she all smiling and cheesing and
yeah, but
everybody looking at me like, I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Yes, but he played too much. Okay, hold on. So anyway, he said he was nervous because he was like, it was taking so long, and he didn't know why it was taking so long.
Yeah, it took way longer than it did last. So I kind of knew something was up, but she was smiling, so I'm like...
So he came in the room like, he kind of thrown off a little bit.
She probably threw up again, that's probably why it took so long.
But no, like, me and his stomach was going under. Like, her heart rate kept dropping down to like, I think it was like the 90s. And you know, baby's supposed to have like 150, 160, like high, you know, high rates, but hers was low. And my blood pressure was low. Then she was in distress. Like, for me, I guess the contraction was too hard for her because she was so high up, and you know, the contractions bring the baby down, so her little ass is still up. So then after that, he came in the room, and I'm all good. So then the doctor come in, and she checked me, and she's like, oh,
it's time to go.
It's time to push. Yeah, you can push. But that whole time, I'm not gonna lie, I was holding her in. I did not want my water to break. Like, I was really like squeezing my legs to get there. Because I was so scared. I did not want to push. Like, I wanted to push it out. So like, you know how you gotta shit, but you can hold it in. So you like just squeeze everything together. Like, okay. Or when you gotta pee, you know how you can stop yourself from peeing. So that's how I was. Like, it's like, oh, you just got a bourging water. And I'm like, oh no. Like, so the doctor's like, all right, I'm gonna break her water. So she come in, everybody in there, and she come in. So first she like, all right, let's see if you can push. So I push a little bit, and she's like, okay, no, I'm just gonna break it. So she took something. It's like a long thing,
like metal, yeah, thing.
And
she just put it in there.
Popped, and all the water came out, and boo boo.
Oh.
Baby girl had boo booed inside of me. So, oh my goodness. So I guess a whole bunch of like black shit. Stuff just like came out. Water. Like,
I thought it was blood for a minute, but then I'm like, nah, that's like yellowish too.
It was so much. Like, she was in there swimming in her own boo boo. That's why she in there just shitting. That's why she was in distress. Like, but I think the contractions caused her to use the bathroom. But after that, she was like, all right, you see if you could push. And I was like, all right. So I was laying down and I was pushing, and then she made me get on my knees and stuff. And she's like, all right, see if you could push there. And I was like, she's like, no, we just gonna turn you around. And then I got down like on my back, and then she's like, all right. So then it was go time after that. Like, the doctor was ready. Like, first she was just playing around with me, seemed like getting me ready. Yeah, and then after that, she's like, all right, let's go. Because I guess
she turned her game face on.
Man, did she?
She was tough.
She was like, all right. So then after that, I got on my back, and then I just started pushing like, and then I was screaming like, ah!
She was like, no noise. No noise.
No,
more pushing, no noise.
She's like, cause if you making noise, you're not pushing. I was like, oh, like it's totally different because when I had him, I didn't remember pushing at all. Like I just think he just came out on his own. Like, but her, I had to push, and I was like, all right, so I'm pushing like, so then like I had my head back like, and then there's like, no, put your head down. So I'm like,
Look down, put your legs
so
to
I
your
had
chest.
to, like, it was really like a movie then, like, you know how to like put your hands up behind your knees and
pull back
and push, and I'm like, okay. So then I'm pushing my hardest, and I'm like, it's nothing not coming out. So like I'm like, oh, nothing not coming out. So then babe, he got geeked, like he must have seen her or something, cause he got, I was like, yeah, babe, push, yeah. I'm like, so that made me even go harder. Like I'm at the point where I was like, all right, babe, so then after that, next thing you know, I just felt the doctor kind of like push my little too much information, but push it down, and then next thing you know, all I feel is like a big old poop. It just felt like, well, I did poop, but it felt like poop, like a big poop. And then after that, she just came out, and I'm like, oh my god, whew. Like that was a lot of work, but it was so worth it. And I didn't have any tearing. Like she came out, eyes wide open, like.
Man, that's the first baby I ever seen. Just be looking.
She was looking into your soul. She came out looking like.
She caught me on guard, cause Bud wouldn't say nothing. They was having a proper mood and everything.
He was just chilling
like leave me alone.
Her, she was like.
She got out that mud like red in the mud.
She was so red.
Head full of hair.
Yeah. And I'm like, damn. So after that, it's 7 o'clock, and I'm like, I just got the epidural for nothing because I got my epidural at 6 o'clock, y'all.
Had the baby at 7.
Had the baby at 7. So I could have did it naturally, to be honest. But I did not want to. And the epidural helped.
He won't.
I was able to push her. Now she's 6 weeks.
No.
She is 6 weeks.
She's 5 weeks.
Babe, well, we'd be 6 weeks Thursday.
No.
Babe.
She was just.
Okay.
Don't tell me you don't know your baby. She'll be 6 weeks next Thursday.
Oh my goodness. Babe, watch this. Watch this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I go in.
I want to be 6 weeks.
I went.
So bad.
I can't. Wait. I want to come in here.
Okay, y'all. She'll be 5 weeks on the 13th. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. I'm telling everybody my baby's 6 weeks. Right. How old is she? She's 6 weeks. No, she's.
That's why I be looking at her like.
He do. He look at me all the time like.
She be like.
In my heart, she's 6 weeks. Man. Okay, so that's my birth story. I do a meet my baby video next.
My bill's coming up too.
How you like baby sister?
How's baby sister?
Good.
You love her?
Yeah, but she's sleepy.
She's sleepy.
Yeah, now it's my turn.
Okay, go ahead.
You need some more tissue. Bring me the tissue so I can help you blow. Go get the tissue. You messing it up. Stop. Anyway, he be getting on my nerves. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. My birth story.
Trying to give you your push award. I love you too. Oh.
But yeah, that wraps up this video. Just stay tuned. I just say just stay tuned. Just turn on your post notification. And congratulations to all the mommies out there, all your beautiful bundles of joys and dads, and push that baby out. All right.